Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for ThunderCats number 3. This is a new book from Dynamite, continuing the story of these ThunderCats. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into the book. This book is written by DECLAN, SHALVEY, with art by Drew Moss, Martina Pignedali on colors, Jeff Eckelberry on letters. Main cover by David Nakayama. The one I have on here is, I believe, the DECLAN SHALVEY cover. The main cover has Chitara on it, and the one that I picked up at the shop this week was the Jay Lee cover with the mutants in there. So really cool. I really like this cover. I saw the Chitara one, and I felt like I was getting more characters for my buck on this one. There's so many covers. You can check out the gallery at the end of the issue as well. Um, Normally, I don't get to do these reviews before I pick up my books, but this week it just kind of worked out that I was able to pick them up, and I still hadn't shot any of the videos. So let's talk about this specific issue. As the weary Thundercats continue to explore their new home, Lionel finds himself inexplicably drawn to Calica. Calica is the new character that was introduced in the past few issues, the beautiful and mysterious survivor of the crash mutant ship. But Panther and Chitara view the unfamiliar Thunderian with suspicion, and the ensuing confrontation threatens to fracture the fragile new society, leaving them vulnerable to enemies from both outside and within. The drama intensifies in this third chapter of the highly anticipated new series by award-winning author Declan Shalvey and fan-favorite author Drew Moss, both whom contribute a cover for the issue, along with David Nakayama, Lucio Parillo, Jay Lee, and Jin Chung. So, yeah, very cool. Like I said, many covers. Dynamite loves the variant covers. But let's talk about this issue. So, I don't want to sound a cliche, but I knew that girl was trouble. Yeah, of course, when you unexpectedly have a survivor from your planet that you're not even aware about, there's going to be a lot of suspicion. There's going to be a lot of doubt, especially because anything that they do will seem kind of like suspicious or like they're lurking. Now, I think we as the readers have a bit of a heads up on what Calica may truly be hiding, right? But as far as the adventure goes, like, yeah, it makes sense that Lionel would want to connect with somebody that's kind of around his age. You got to remember that he does have his mind is not as developed as his body because of the aging in the capsule. Um, I also really like how Declan Shalvey is maintaining this world as kind of this ecosystem that the Thundercats are part of, right? It's a small group of survivors. So there's definitely going to be conflict that arises from them, even as much as they care for each other, as much as the survival of the party, it comes above everything else, and that definitely can cause friction. So now let's take a look at some of Drew Moss's art. Um, I think Moss is really good at capturing different emotions in the faces, um, and I just really like, especially here as we see Kalka kind of skulking around the ship, and then as the reader, because these are cats, you see their eyes shine in the background, which is really cool. And I love the juxtaposition of, like, first we see Kalika kind of uh, sneaking up on Panthro, and then on the next page we see Panthro once again, like with his face hidden, and you can just see his eyes. Yeah, there's just a lot of mistrust being definitely shown here, right? And then of course we see Lionel, who is a little bit more naive, a little bit more open to a lot of these things. What's interesting to me is that Yaga and Mumra are the ones that are kind of, I don't want to say hanging out because they're definitely not hanging out, but yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. They're dynamic, and whenever they're together on the page, I find that very interesting. So yeah, really cool stuff. I love that we see kind of like Lionel getting what he wants. We get the maybe introduction of some character that we might have been waiting for a little while. I won't go too much into those details, but yeah, this book continues to be really fun. I think if you're a long time fan of the Thundercats, you're really gonna enjoy this. And of course, I think there's a lot of drama here that feels a little bit like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we were waiting for. So Very fun stuff. Make sure to check this out. If you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.